What's going on? This is My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Now, Chicago, we are seeing a dramatic rise. In fact, the worst in 10 years in carjacking. We're up to 967 carjackings. That was just in 2017 alone. This is the highest it's been since 2008, 2009. Actually, 2007, 2009. In 2007, we had over 800. However, I'm going to bring y'all a genius that decides he's 15. They're not releasing his name, but they are releasing the fact that he's 15, carjacked someone, go to jail, and since he's 15, they let his parents sign him out. This idiot's back on the street 4 hours later, carjacking somebody else. The worst part about these geniuses is they ain't even getting no money. Most of these carjackings, cars are found 2-3 miles away from the carjacking. But, however, they're saying some of them are being used in drive-by shootings, gang retaliations, stuff like that. However, this is My Life in the Shop. Now, I'm going to bring you guys the story. This young guy, 15 years old, carjacks a woman. Gets out. Now, I think the parents should go to jail. If you that such of a horrible parent, I remember when I was a kid, if I got a damn detention from high school, I couldn't go out for 2 weeks. This cat gets a felony carjacking out on the streets 4 hours later. Take a look at this story.
Well, we're seeing a dramatic increase in carjackings in Chicago, and now there's a push to reverse this trend. CBS News' Dorothy Tucker takes a look at a new task force.
All I heard was a boom.
Outside her Inglewood home Sunday night, this is what Victoria Newsom saw, a crushed white van that has slammed into this tree.
It was just a horrible accident.
The van was stolen, and the teen who stole it? The same one seen here pinned to the ground by a retired police officer. The 15-year-old was arrested for attempted carjacking and charged with numerous felonies, but the teen was released to his parents, and 48 hours later, he ended up here.
Those are the types of issues that we are looking to try to prevent. We're frustrated just as well as you guys are.
That frustration is prompting this task force of law enforcement officers.
One of the things we do want to do is put pressure on the state's attorney's office to make sure that they are charging appropriately. We also would like to see judges increase the bonds and hold people over for trial.
A spokesman says Mayor Rahm Emanuel is working with police and lawmakers to increase penalties.
I don't think that it's going to act as a deterrent.
Sharon Mitchell is with the Illinois Justice Project.
Children's brains don't develop till they're 25. So an adult may think, oh, I might commit this crime, but the penalty is large. A juvenile's not like that. A juvenile won't have that same type of decision making.
Mitchell says authorities need to address the root cause of the problems like poverty, education, and joblessness. Members of the task force, the special task force, say they are looking at everything and will have a preliminary report next week.
Let me tell you something. Members of the task force are looking just to lock you up. They're not looking at the root cause. But that's not their problem. That's our problem. In the black community, we can't ask the police to give us jobs. That's something we have to do ourselves. I keep telling y'all, we must build from the community. Give these young kids jobs. We know the root cause. Let me tell y'all something, parents. That's why I'm so against the family structure, that you must have a foundation of a family structure, because ain't no way this young brother should have been let back out on the streets had he had a solid family structure. There's no way. And let me tell you something, parents. A lot of parents, now I'm a videographer out of Chicago. I get to the scene of parents crying and damn near ready to, actually even passing out. But if you don't raise your kids right, man, they going to kill your kids out in the streets. The police ain't playing and don't want to play with you. And it's concealed carry in Chicago. It's concealed carry. They will kill your child. And honestly, if you pointing a gun out there terrorizing somebody, you deserve to be shot. This is why it's so important. It's a matter of life and death. If you don't want your child out there being killed, you must raise them correctly. It's concealed to carry. You see, the young guy, I just posted this story on my Life in the Shy Facebook and about that off-duty police officer. This same young guy, 15-year-old, tried to jack an off-duty police officer. And dude arrested him. Said, who the hell you about to jack? And pulled a gun on him. And wrestled him to the ground. This is what we're facing, Chicago. This is why it's so important. A lot of people say, hey, I'm going to go over here, spend all my money because they're cheaper. But you're going to pay for it. When that young guy down the street who can't find a job has to sell drugs, has to rob your house and carjack your car, guess who's paying for it now? You are. When your insurance rates goes through the roof, why is Chicago insurance prices so high? This is why. Your cars get jacked in your neighborhood, your insurance goes up. So every time you go spend your money outside your community because you think they ice is colder, your property value just went down $10,000 after that carjacking. Your insurance just went up on your house and your car. You're going to pay for it. It's a matter of life and death. You're going to, and the guy was right at the end that the root cause is economics. It is a family foundation. You must address that family foundation, but the mayor ain't going to address it. The governor damn sure ain't going to address it. That's why we need to figure out how we're going to vote. T.O. Hardeman is running for governor. He's from the streets. That's who I'm voting for, somebody that's from the streets, that understands violence. That's like hiring somebody, a rich billionaire from the valley to combat violence and understand Chicago. That's silly. Stop it. They're gonna these billionaire governors are going into the black community talking about they're gonna combat violence, and people are believing them. How? These are billionaires. They don't know nothing about the damn problem in the streets. I can tell you what, these kids, they don't have any opportunity. They can't go down the street and get a job at the corner store. The Arabs own that. They can't go get a job at the grocery store, or they can't go get a job at the gas station. The Indians, Asians, they can't go get a job at the Chinese food store. Chinese people own that. They're not going to hire your people. They damn sure ain't going to spend a dime in your community. They don't have any opportunities. If you don't raise your kids right, man, the streets will. And it's a cold, hard world. Everybody's $130. I paid not even $100 for mine. And if somebody try to carjack me, you can kiss your kid goodbye because it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Chicago, we got to do better. And it's a damn shame that I got to honestly sit here and say I'm going to have to protect mine and be afraid of my own. But that's the reality we living in. It's the reality we living in. We must do better. Anyway, I want y'all to like, comment, good or bad. I try to respond to everyone. I definitely want to network with everyone. Everybody is looking to do separate things. If we all come together and come up together, we can make it. We can make it as anyone. I don't care who it is. Outside the community, anybody want to network with me, I'm all ears. Hit me up, mylifeintheshy@gmail.com. In my comments, whatever. Hit me up. It's whatever. All right.